on solution of solid in liquids. Solution of solid in liquids. Listen, in solution of solid in liquids, the liquid is referred to as the solvent, and the solid which is dissolved, which dissolving it, is known as the solute. So if I said a solution of solid to liquid, that means this is a solute and this is the solvent. It is respectively. So the first person I mentioned is the solute, the second person is a solvent. And they said when a solid is added gradually to a given amount of a liquid at constant temperature, a state is reached when some of the solid remains undissolved. Not all the solid, some of the solid particles remain undissolved. The solution is then said to be saturated. So if they say saturated solution, it means in a solid to liquid solution, the solid particles will start dissolving. Just like you put let's say you put alum or potash in water. Some of them will start to dissolve. How many of you have seen when you put Maggi in soup? If the Maggi is a hard one, some of them will dissolve and won't just stay like that. That means your soup is saturated with the solid. Get it now? So when some particles of the solids, you're fine. That's your head. You look dull. Smile. Give me the vibes all together. Now, so please do you get what I'm saying? I said that whenever we have a solid in liquid solution, the solid is a solute and the liquid is a solvent. And we said that if solid particles are dissolved in liquids like water, the solid will begin to dissolve until some of the solid stop dissolving, even though they are still in the solvent. So at that point, we said the solution is saturated at constant temperature. A state is reached, the solution is destined to be saturated. The mass was constituted that can be dissolved in 0.1 kilogram of a solvent to form a saturated solution. I think there's a mistake there. What do you do? Divided by 1000, and it's going to be 1 over 1000 to what? 0.001. So I don't know why they said 0.1. Okay, let's just say 0.1 kilogram to gram is what? 0.1 kilogram to gram. From bigger to smaller, what do? You multiply. So multiply by 1000, that's what? 100 gram. I think that's what they are trying to say. So is it 100 gram or 0.1 kilogram? So the solution, the mass of the solute that can be dissolved in 0.1 kilogram or 100 gram of the solution. So is it 0.1 kilogram or 100 gram? Or 100 gram of the solution to form a saturated solution at a given temperature is called its solubility. Yeah, let's write solubility. That dissolves 0.1 in 100 gram or 0.1 kilogram of solvent to give a saturated solution. Solutes that dissolved in 100 gram or 0.1 kilogram of solvent to give a saturated. I want to get this one, please. In order I get this definition, they can just remove this and put dash. Dash is the measurement of the mass of solute that is dissolved in 100 gram or 0.1 kilogram of solvent to give a saturated solution. It's called solubility of solid in liquid solution. How does solid behave in liquid? That's what we want to discuss in the next few minutes. Listen to the statement and I will explain. Solubility of a solid in a liquid varies with temperature. So you can write fact about it. Number one, it varies with temperature. That means temperature can affect it. It varies with temperature. That means the higher the temperature, something must happen. If you decrease the temperature, something will happen. Now, can you compare Bonfita when you put Bonfita in cold water and Bonfita in hot water? Which one will dissolve faster? Hot water. That Bonfita is in solid form. Cold water like how? Between hot water, okay, if you use hot water to prepare tea and cold water, which one we mix together? It's hot water now. So that means that's temperature. Temperature is the measurement of how hot or how cold a substance is. So we are going to talk about how temperature affects solubility of solid in liquids. So now, some solid, if you don't heat them up, they will not dissolve readily. But when you put heat, the heat will support the solvent to act more on the solute and they will dissolve more. Now, solubility of a solid in liquid varies with temperature. The plot of solubility against temperature is called the solubility curve. Write it. Solubility curve is the curve of solubility against temperature. The curve of solubility curve is the curve of solubility against temperature. That's another point to note. Please just write it somewhere. Don't write it under here. But if you have written it under there, no worry, just leave it. Of solid in liquid. Number one, they vary with temperature. We know that it's possible for you to plot a graph, and that graph is called solubility curve. And what is solubility curve? You are plotting solubility of the substance against temperature. That's what we are saying. Because these substances are affected by temperature. The next slide now give us a structure of solubility curve. Solubility curve is always represented by a square planar, a square shape or rectangle. It's actually rectangular. Then they draw a line like this. They drew a line like this. We have a line that goes like this. We have another line that goes like this. Then we have a straight line. Then we have a line that comes like this. So let's label this. This is called ammonium bromide salt. All of them are salt. You know, salt are solids. So they are all solids. So we are plotting their solubility. This side is solubility. While this side is what? Temperature. This is what we call solubility curve. Do you get it? Yes. This is what we call solubility curve. Your voice will be entering that thing. Open. Because you are close to the camera, it's going to be entering. Call it solubility curve. So solubility versus temperature. This curve is known as what? Solubility curve. So each of these lines is representing each substances and how they behave in water, in liquids, not only water. All of them are solid in water because we are discussing on point 1. Now, the name to give us this one is this one that goes up, very up.